Hey, what's going on? It's Mike T. Nelson, ExtremeHumanPerformance.com. Another core exercise for you, that you may not have seen before. And this one's really cool. Actually came from, I think it was Ed Zercher, and it's called the Zercher squat. So as we know, normally a squat with a bar, you have the bar on the top part of your shoulders there. With this one, you're actually going to hold the bar actually in front of you. It's actually going to sit right in the crook of your elbow. So you're going to hold it there actually as you do a squat. So the reason this works really good for a core exercise, because the weight's going to really want to try to pull you forward. So you're going to really have to stabilize pretty hard, prevent the weight from pulling you straight forward. So I recommend, if you can, do this one in a power rack. Most gyms have power racks. And sometimes one of the common complaints is it gets a little painful in the crook of your elbows. So you can either try to put like a board or something there if you have one. A lot of places have a little pad. Bar pad works good. If you look, sometimes they have like a 2-inch bar. That's pretty rare, but sometimes they do. And that just keeps the elbows from being a little bit painful. So all this is just a standard bar pad. That's all it is. So what you want to do is, when you walk in, you want to line up your feet so that they're straight on the floor. You're usually going to take a relatively wider stance, you can see there. And then all I'm going to do is come underneath, and I'm going to hold the weight like right here, and then I'm just going to take it off the rack, and then I'm just going to squat and come back up. So what I do is I make sure my feet are lined up, bring my arms underneath, and then here I'm just going to stand straight up, slowly step back, and then I'm just going to squat straight down, back up. So that one I didn't go really deep. It'll kind of depend on position of your elbows also. In my case, it works better for me to have my arms relatively wide. Some people will actually bring their arms in front, which as they come down then, will actually allow them a little more space. So again, it's just personal preference, and since you're holding the weight in front, it's really going to want to pull you forward. So when you start out, if I start with a relatively lighter weight, just to get used to it, I recommend you starting a power rack too. So it's another exercise you can do for your core that you probably don't see done very often. So try it out. Alright, so if you want to see what it looks like from the side, it's going to be the exact same setup. I'm going to come here. My arms are going to be a little relatively wide. My stance is relatively wide, so I'm going to bring my arms underneath, and then from here I'm just going to stand straight up. Step back very slowly. It's going to want to shift around on you, and then just down and back up. So my position there is relatively high, but you can adjust these, to however you need. So it looks like from the side.